Friends of my father's place. I'm Epi, and I hope you're enjoying these streams, and I hope we won't have to do them too much longer because it looks like things are starting to open up. So just be patient. We'll reschedule everything, I promise you, and maybe have some special things happen when we get back into the club. So stay safe. We need you, all right? Tonight, we have one of our charter members of my father's place, Ray Lambius. Ray, can you come on with me and say hi?
I'd love to, Epi.
Hi, Ray.
Always good to see you, Epi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good.
You're going to play and talk to us and tell us stories tonight?
Oh, sure.
And
sure.
play some of your
stories.
great songs?
Yep.
We're very excited to hear them. I'm going to
stories about my father's
leave
place.
you with the audience. I'm going to go onto myfathersplace.com and I'm going to sit and watch the show. Everyone enjoy and please support what we're doing. Look at the tip cup. It always helps. Do we have a tip cup tonight, Ray? You usually don't want to use one. Anyway, everyone enjoy Ray Lambiers. Friends of my father's place. Enjoy the show.
I'd rather people buy some masks and toilet paper and food and not worry about me. But yeah, no, it's a thrill to be still connected to my father's place after 48 years. Epi and I were talking. I played at my father's place like a Monday night hoot night for the first time in 1972. Pretty amazing. Time runs like a freight train, as Eric Anderson would say. And actually, this first song I don't usually talk too much about this first song, but it was written because of a real life. It was based on a real life incident that happened down the street from my father's place. I used to play at my father's place in Fern's Harness Shop. Everybody probably remembers Fern's as well. And what was great about being so close with Epi and Oki and everybody that worked at my father's place is on my break at Fern's, I'd walk down the street and they'd let me in to see 15, 20 minutes of whoever was playing, and I got to see, so many great acts. And Epi was kind enough to let me open for so many great acts. And but yeah, this first story was based on something that happened on the other side of Bryant Avenue. Well, she's a modern girl for all the good that does. Her mind's made up, enough is not enough. She makes my heart beat quick in her black lipstick. Black lipstick. Black lipstick. She'll be dressed in style walking through that door. I can't help watching when she takes the floor. She makes my heart beat quick her black lipstick. Yeah, black lipstick. Black lipstick. I used to laugh like crazy at her fashion stands, her painted eyes and baggy pants. But she's not funny anymore. And you'll be in for trouble, you'll be out too late. This time tomorrow you'll be up to date. She makes my heart beat quick in her black lipstick. Black lipstick. Black lipstick. Yeah, she paints quite a picture for the other guys. She left like toys and brushed aside in every corner of the room. Yeah, she's a modern girl for all the good that does. Her mind's made up, enough is not enough. She makes my heart beat quick in her black lipstick. Black lipstick. Black lipstick. Black lipstick. Makes my heart beat quick in her black lipstick. Yeah, black lipstick. Black lipstick. That's right. Black lipstick. You know, every once in a while you still see somebody walking around in black lipstick. Hank Williams and George Jones are my two country music inspirations and idols. And I wrote this next song to kind of thank Hank Williams for his inspiration. Tip my cap a little bit. When he stops to say hello, he looks like he did years ago. A touch of gray is all that's new. When he takes your hand, suddenly you understand he doesn't look a day over you. Now you might think that time stood still and the years had all been kind, and he's the man that you always knew. But he'll ask if you are well, and it isn't hard to tell he doesn't look a day over you. His voice still sounds the same, and each mention of your name he laughs about something that you used to do. His eyes drift far away. It seems like yesterday, and he doesn't look a day over you. Yeah, you can see his smile betray the wounds that time didn't heal, and the heart that still beats true. And even as he says goodbye, nothing he can do will hide. He doesn't look a day over you. He doesn't look a day over you. Well, welcome Jim Traitline, Lanny, Rhonda, Michelle, and Bill, and Dick Freed, and down in Florida. Dick Freed, be careful, stay safe, brother. And Mark's watching on, he's taking a busman's holiday. Mark's on vacation and he's still watching myfathersplace.com. That's a trooper. I hope everybody's got a cocktail and kicking back and relaxing in their pajamas on a Saturday night. Yeah, go back a long way at my father's place. I was 18 years old the first time I played there, and you know, had some great nights there. And like any other bar, I got in a little bit of trouble every now and then. And this next song is about kind of what sometimes happen in bars when the lights start going down, when it gets to be that time of night. Closing time and the lights are bright, and the bartender wants to call it a night. Don't go home, he cries, but don't stay here. It's a good time for a bad idea. Yeah. Now, honey, you're looking good. Yeah, you're looking fine. And if you're wondering what's on my mind, just grab your coat and I'll make it clear. It's a good time for a bad idea. Yeah. Let's go crazy, let's get down, leave a mark all over town. Start some trouble that they won't forget. Yeah, watch a rumble that we'll regret. Oh, take my hand, walk out this door, and be someone you've never been before. Things ain't always quite like they appear. It's a good time for a bad idea. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a real good time for a bad idea. Let's go crazy, let's get loud, and do some things won't make us proud. Start some trouble that they won't forget. Raise a ruckus that we'll regret. But in the morning when the sun is high, Don't be looking for a kiss goodbye, 'cause with the break of dawn I'll disappear. It's a good time for a bad idea. That's right, honey, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a real good time for a bad idea. Okay, be honest, who can't relate to that? Oh, no, can't relate to that. Put your hands down. Okay. Kevin Kelly and I are trying to get started on the next record, but it's a little hard with the whole COVID thing. But I've got it written. I've got the whole album written, ready to go. And I'll be playing a bunch of songs. I'll be playing a bunch of songs off the album that hasn't been recorded yet, all night long. Let's hope we can get to work on that soon. This short story is actually it's kind of a sweet story, a sweet song. I will say years ago, many years ago, I was very moved by, and this may not ring any bells for people, I was very moved by the ending of a film called Here Comes Mr. Jordan. And it's a little too much of a long story to go into, but if you remember that movie, Robert Montgomery, when he knows he has to leave the body he's temporarily in, he says to the girl he's in love with, you know, if someone comes along and you see a little something in his eye, give that fella a chance. It was a very touching moment, and I just shared that story in the context of the emotion of this song. Stopped to buy a flower in the rain just outside her door, and gave it to a woman on the train she thought could use it more. See, where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead is not the road you're on. Up a paper at the stand and held it high above his head. But with the water dripping from his hand, he ducked into a store instead. But where you are is where you ought to be. road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead is not the road you're on. Just leave the things you've lost behind, and welcome to the world. New things you find that are waiting to be loved and kind. So he flew with his coffee like a kite, head first back into the street. He didn't see her waiting for the light. Her things fell at his feet. Where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead is not the road you're on. No, it's not the road you're on. Yeah, yesterday is gone, but not the road ahead. Not the road ahead. Tomorrow's another day. Who knows? Boy, it would be so nice to have some of you folks here with me right now. It's not quite the same. I miss my bandmates. I miss playing music with my friends. I miss all of you guys. Thanks to, I was going to say, Peter put up a graphic. In case you're interested, if you don't have all my CDs, which probably a lot of you do, you can go to my website and not only listen to every single track off every CD, but you can go to the Listen with Lyrics tab at the top and you can read along. If you're so inclined, I guess if you read along, you can sing along. Just saying. All right, well, I'm going to play another few songs that will be on the next record. This is the children's song I wrote. As some of you may know, at one point I thought about writing a children's album, an album of children's songs. Then I labored over this for weeks and weeks, and I realized it's just too hard to write clever songs for little kids. But this one came out, and I'm grateful for that. It's called A Dragon in My Wagon. There's a dragon in my wagon, and I pull him along. He smiles all the while, he sings a fiery song. Most folks just ignore us, but I jump in on the chorus, and I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. There's a dragon in my wagon, I take him everywhere. He whistles while we wander like he doesn't have a care. The The sidewalk looks enormous, like an ocean waiting for us. I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. And if you're wondering how I know, or if you think I'm bragging, anytime you take a look, you'll see that his tail is wagging. There's a dragon in my wagon, and he dances on the ride, and I hear his toes start tapping. His head moves side to side, and when the wagon bobbles, the wagon rocks and wobbles, and I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. And if you're wondering how I know, or if you think I'm bragging, anytime you take a look, you'll see that his tail is wagging. And there's a dragon in my wagon, and we roll through the town. There's nothing like a best friend to help you get around. And when his bedtime's calling and fast asleep we're falling, I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. Yeah, I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. Capos. I hate capos. Okay. Let's see if Terry has any. Charlie! Thank you, Rhonda. I miss you too. How's Charlie doing upstate? Everything okay up there? Years ago, there was a Beetle Bailey cartoon, like a newspaper cartoon. Beetle Bailey. And there was he was described as like a sad sack, but I feel like there was always like a little cloud following him around. And this next song is about someone like that, who just, no matter what they do, no matter where they go, they just can't stay out of trouble. Well, she had a body only youth could build. I'm nearsighted and over the hill, but she caught my eye like a star in the sky. She smiled once, I smiled twice. Too late now for your advice. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, she took my wallet and she took my ring. She took my watch, ran out of things, left me what got started me with. All I can say is this: I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a broken track. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool, no. Well, my Uncle Harold was a prince of a man. He said you should live like a king if you can, and he cut me in for my piece of the pie. So he sold me on the American dream, put my money in a Ponzi scheme. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, I lost my house and I sold the car, but Uncle Harold's out of living large. I catch some thieves in the back of the bus, but that don't help me much, 'cause I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a track and go to school to be that kind of fool. My cousin said he needed help with the chore. We pulled around to the back of the store. A man stood up on the edge of a truck. Well, we packed the car, we paid in cash. Then sirens howled and red lights flashed. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, I tried to run, but I tripped and fell. My cousin drove off like a bat out of hell. They found me in the alley nearby, reaching for the sky. 'Cause I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a broken track. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, it could be worse. I'm still alive and eating well the next 3 to 5. They asked my plea when the charges were read, and you know what I said. Judge, I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a broken track. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. No, you can't go to school to be that kind of fool. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Maggie. Hello, Maggie Schmidt. Hello, class of 72. You know, we're not that far off from our 50th high school reunion. It's kind of a scary thing, but it's, I guess it could be worse, right? This one's called The Gambling Kind. I found myself standing in the drugstore right behind a lovely stranger on the checkout line. I thought I'd try to say hello. After all, you never know, and I have always been the gambling kind. I put money on a horse once, and it came in last that day. I put dollar after dollar in machines that didn't pay. And while you'll never get your heart broke in a game that you don't play, you'll never win if nothing's on the line. I guess that's why I'm still the gambling kind. She smiled sweetly, but politely she declined, paid for her things, and headed back outside. I watched her walk away with nothing left to say. It's just the price you pay to be the gambling kind. I put money on a horse once, it came in last that day. I put dollar after dollar in machines that didn't pay. And while you'll never get your heart broke that you don't play, you'll never win. If nothing's on the line, I guess that's why I'm still the gambling kind. Left the counter, walked back in the bright sunshine. Saw her waiting on the sidewalk the whole time. She handed me her number and then just left me there to wonder how she had come to be the gambling kind. I put money on a horse once, it came in last that day. I put dollar after dollar in machines that didn't pay. And while you'll never get your heart broke in a game that you don't play, you'll never win if nothing's on the line. I guess that's why I'm still the gambling kind. There you go. So there's kind of a moral to that song. There's a moral to a lot of songs I sing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but let's face it, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making these things up and hoping they make sense to somebody somewhere. Let's see. Hey, Peggy Mead. Hey, Joe Powell. Without even repeating the question, I will say to Lanny, the answer is no. All right, here's another little homage. To the people who first taught me a little something about guitar. Mississippi John Hurt, Mississippi Fred McDowell, Robert Johnson. Those guys could play. And I'll just give you a little inside baseball on especially Mississippi John Hurt, his guitar style. He didn't use a pick. He played his thumb like that and just used these two fingers. Didn't use the fourth finger and the pinky at all. So I come along and, like Richard Thompson, and actually a lot more people than you think, I finger pick while I'm holding a pick. So it's easy. And so I can replicate Robert Johnson's style and, more Mississippi John Hurt style by using just two different fingers. I've only got two fingers left because I'm holding the pick. But that's why it's easy to replicate his style. There you go. So maybe some guitar players or blues historians will find that interesting, and the rest of you are probably on your way to the refrigerator to get another beer. But this is called Baby. Why are you helping me? I got home to Mississippi Late last night, you were waiting up to start a fight. I guess there'll be no kissing. You weren't missing me. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, but baby, why are you helping me? I had a little bit of business across the Georgia line. Still I made it back in record time. But it ain't my peaches you're reaching for, I see. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, but baby, why are you helping me? If you were talking about going walking with some dandy down the street, well, get your head straight before it's too late and I pick up my feet. Yeah, Louisiana's where I ought to go. They got a juke joint outside East Monroe. Oh, women and whiskey, a risky recipe. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, but baby, why are you helping me? Why are you helping me, mama? If you were thinking about going drinking with some dandy on the town, well, put your money where your mouth is, honey, and don't come back around. Yeah, I'm putting on my Monday morning shoes, heading out again to pay my dues. When trouble hits me, it fits me to a T. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, but baby, why are you helping me? Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, but baby, why are you helping me? Baby, why are you helping me? I was born to sing the blues, I think. Okay. We have a request from Bill. Bill, you got it, young man. Hope to see you at Big Daddy's one of these days soon. I'm gonna make sure that capo is right this time. This is the title cut of the last CD. I love to introduce it by saying it's about a boxer who learns that love is always worth fighting for, and never more true than it is today. It's called Kid Bayon. No, she lied. She didn't know. Kid Bayon got out and was heading home. She pulled her bags off the grocery line, got to her car and wished that she could turn back time. 15 months and 15 rounds, more or less the same. Well, Kid Bayon stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. See, it was after work, and she was out with friends, when her ex turned up and came at her again. He spun her round, his fists in the air, but one punch and Kid put him down into intensive care. 15 months and 15 rounds, more or less the same. Yeah, Kid Bayon stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. Any given night, Kid climbed into the ring, bracing for the blows that he knew every battle brings. But then love hit him like a train. He tried outrunning, and he staggered to his corner like he never saw it coming. Parked nearby, grabbed her milk and bread, walked up to her door and saw Kid on her steps, arm in arm, her head on his shoulder. They sat like that for hours, just watch the night grow colder. 15 months and 15 rounds, more or less the same. But Kid Bayon stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. Fighting for his name. Thank you, Bill, for asking for that. Appreciate that. That is not a true story. That is a fable, a metaphor, analogy. It's a story. This, on the other hand, is 100% factual. As most of you know, baseball is back. Tonight is actually the second Yankee game of the year, happening right this minute. We've got Yankee paraphernalia all around the room over here. You can see in the tight shot this beautiful hand-drawn drawing of Lou Gehrig that my great friend Stephen Fant drew for me. And if you take the wide shot, Peter, let's see, maybe if you take the wide shot, yeah, well, you can't really see it. This is a piece of Mickey Mantle's bat, a game-used Mickey Mantle bat. Anyway, so I tell you all this because This is a baseball song, and it's the true story of Mordecai Three Finger Brown. And I love playing this song when baseball season starts because it just kind of captures everything that's great about baseball. He lost really a finger and a half, more like a finger and a half, but almost 2 fingers, in a farming accident when he was a little boy. And not in the song, so I'm not giving anything away. They did not have minor leagues back at the turn of the century. They had semi-pro ball. And the barnstorming teams would look for players from the semi-pro leagues. And just like in the movies, just like in A Star is Born or something like that, he was playing third base and the pitcher didn't show up. And he had to pitch. And he never thought about pitching because he had a deformed hand. And little did he know that because of the way he held the ball, that the ball would dance and drop out of the strike zone and make him an extremely successful pitcher over his entire Major League career. So this is the rest of the story of Mordecai Three Finger Brown. And happy baseball, everyone. Come gather in the dugout, leave the bats and balls behind. In life and baseball, well, a hero's hard to find. And that's why we still remember all across this town and tell the story of Three Finger Brown. He was born in Indiana, where he lost part of his hand. But then he found a curveball that could strike out any man. After St. Louis, he was Chicago bound. The Cubs had a rookie named Three Finger Brown. After St. Louis, he was Chicago bound. The Cubs had a rookie named Three Finger Brown. But the gangsters, wait one second. In 1908, the Giants, they had a fearsome night. They fought us to one final game, the season on the line. Yeah, they had Christy Matheson to keep the Cubbies down. We gave the baseball to Three Finger Brown. But the gangsters, they had told him that his life was at stake. And if they won the ball game, it would be his last mistake. With their threats in his pocket, he walked on to the mound. And no man stood taller than Three Finger Brown. Their threats in his pocket, he walked on to the mound. And no man stood taller than Three Finger Brown. His curveball dipped and darted right through the strike zone drought. The Giants never had a chance. The Cubs wound up on top. Yeah, he brought home the pennant and he brought home the crown. The pride of Chicago was Three Finger Brown. And so if you're in a tough spot and the odds are looking grim, and your team needs a hero, if they're gonna win, reach back for something extra and look into the crowd. 'Cause someone's watching, named Three Finger Brown. pride of Chicago was Three-Finger Brown. The pride of Chicago was Three-Finger Brown. Three-Finger Brown. Three-Finger Brown. Three-Finger Brown. Well, all right. All right, I'm going to try to catch up here for take a little moment here, and let's see what folks are saying, see what folks are thinking. Ah, Michelle likes the fact that Kid Bayon is a fable. I like that too, actually. I may have to continue using that, Michelle, if that's okay with you. Hey, Jim. Hey. We'll be back in the club before you know it, Jim. Don't worry about a thing. There you go. All right, we have, okay. Well, alrighty then. Hope everybody's holding up okay and doing well. Are people, did people bring, this is a happy hour. It's supposed to be a social happy hour. I hope people brought a cocktail. And I'm glad Peter's put that lower third up on the screen. We were lucky enough, thanks to Peter actually, who's the man behind the curtain here tonight, and every My Father's Place streaming show, to have recorded an entire set at My Father's Place in sequence. It's like practically like being there. It's like being at the entire show, and it all came out pretty good. And we had multiple cameras, and so there's a 46-minute concert film, if you will, of the Tin Kickers at My Father's Place. And you can go to my website, and under videos, you could spend 46 minutes making believe you were back out in the real world watching a band play live. Anyway, so I've got a bunch of songs to play. I hope I don't want to overstay my welcome, but I've got a whole bunch more that I'm going to try to squeeze in, and I'll play anything anybody asks me to play if I can remember it, or I'll try to remember it, and if I mess it up, it'll be your fault. Let's see. Let's play a couple new songs. If you do get a chance, I sort of semi-recorded this in isolation with the really fantastic Janet Montalvo and Tony Montalvo, and Kevin Kelly, and, okay, I'm a little prejudiced, my beautiful niece Abby. We did a recording of this song in isolation, and it's called I Need You. And if you get a chance, go to my Facebook page if you haven't seen it, or go to YouTube and just search for I Need You by Ray Lambiase. It really came out lovely, and the fact that we were all in isolation, safely tucked away from each other, that we managed to pull that off, it made it just a little nicer. There's a bird high in the tree that sings the harmony to a song that only you can hear, that only you can hear, only There's a secret time has missed, held tightly in my fist, a map that leads where only you can go, where only you can go, only you can go. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. And there's an echo from the cliff, the voice of loneliness, a wildfire only you can feel, that only you can feel, only you can feel. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. You can say it isn't so, you love me more than I will know. Then tell me now and I'll believe it's true, 'cause I need you. There's a dying of the day that gives each night away, a final spark that only you can see, that only you can see, only you can see. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. You can say you feel sane, cross your heart to make that claim. Then tell me now and I'll believe it's true, 'cause I need you. I need you. I need you more than you need me. I need you. Okay. I'm not sure if that's a happy song or a sad song. Does it straddle the line? Is it kind of on one side of the fence or the other? It's hard to say. Should be a happy song, I think. Oh, thank you, Maggie. Oh, thank you. Hey, Shelley. Hello, Shelley. I see you, Shelley, on whatever social platform you're on, because I've got spies. I've got spies watching out for me. What was that character in Game of Thrones? He had little birds everywhere. Can't think of his name now. He had a bald head. Anyway. Okay. All right, I'm going to try another new song. This, the thing about new songs is you usually have to sing them like about 10,000 times before they really kind of find their natural groove and their natural nuance. But I know there's a bunch of you out there that are kind enough to come back month after month for these happy hours, and I want to make sure I give you something a little different, throw something in there that you haven't heard before, maybe. Small thank you. I'll talk a little bit about this song real quick. It's because it's kind of funny. So I started writing this song, and all of a sudden it started feeling like a Kingston Trio song or something. All of a sudden I realized I was writing like a song that could have been written in the early 60s folk music, type thing. And I went with it, and I embraced it, and but then again, I guess a lot of my songs you could say that about. I don't know. But it's another short story. As I said to my friend Lanny and my friend Kevin last night, I was flipping through the What's On channel, and I had to set the DDR to record the Me channel at 11:30, because the old Perry Mason show was the case of the frustrated folk singer. So I had to see what that was all about. I haven't watched it yet, so I really don't know, but I'm just assuming I can relate. All right, this one's called Better Left Behind. She thought I could be her hero, but I'm just trouble passing through. Sometimes love is blind, sometimes hard to find, but sometimes love is better left behind. I could tell she was an angel, and that she deserved the best. And I know my own mind, I'd break her heart in time. Sometimes love is better left behind. So I'll walk on down that lonesome track and do what's right, and not look back. Sometimes love is blind, and sometimes it's hard to find. Sometimes love is better left behind. When she wakes up in the morning and finds the letter by her door, she'll think I've been unkind when she sees it signed. Sometimes love is better left behind. And I'll walk on down that lonesome track and do what's right and not look back. Sometimes love is blind, and sometimes it's hard to find, but sometimes love is better left behind. Sometimes love is blind, sometimes it's hard to find, sometimes love is better left behind. So what do you think? Did it sound like a really old folk song? Or maybe I was just using that to spark my muse. I don't know. Just don't know. Just don't know so many things. Let's see what's coming in here. Okay, thank you. Hey, Kathy Mead. Okay. Let's see. What would be a good song to play before that? All right, let's try this. This is, again, a song I haven't played, I don't think, in a happy hour yet. So, keeping it a little fresh for all you repeat offenders. I'll dedicate this song to everyone who's lost someone to this horrible virus or knows someone who has, and just how great it is to have a loving memory of people, and how lucky we are to have people in our lives who leave that sort of lasting impression. If angels were cowgirls with wings, they tell their cowboys to sing and dance across the sky with clouds rolling by. If angels were cowgirls with wings, if angels were cowgirls, they'd say, to live like there's no other day, and kick your heels up when the going gets rough. If angels were cowgirls with wings, and heaven must be happy to see the smile of a cowgirl like you. If angels were cowgirls, we'd know. If you love someone, tell them so, and reach for their hand the moment you can. If angels were cowgirls with wings. Heaven holds dear the times that we hear the laughter of cowgirls like you. If angels were cowgirls with wings, and they tell their cowboys to sing, to dance across the sky with the clouds rolling by. If angels were cowgirls with wings. cowgirls with wings. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll let's see. Kelly's in the house. There you go. Excellent. Well, you would know, Kevin Kelly. All right. I'll play a couple of more and then hang around, see if I skipped anything or missed anything, and chat and play for as long as anybody wants to chat and play. I think it's time to sing the blues. Everybody gets the blues once in a while, and sometimes the blues can be fun. Sometimes they can be a fun blues. Watch out now. Oh, you're like living on a country road. If Sunday morning had its own zip code, yeah, you're so sweet to treat me good. But she's the top down on a muscle car, a book you swinging in a redneck bar. You're my hometown, but she's my Hollywood. And she is. You're the sunrise on a perfect day, a picnic blanket in the month of May. The girl next door from the neighborhood, but she's the zipper on a mini skirt, the kind of trouble that'll get you hurt. Yeah, you're my hometown, but she's my Hollywood. Oh, well, you're an angel singing in the choir. She's like sparks from a falling wire. Oh, baby, you got style, you got class. She's like sand in an hourglass. Oh, you're the schoolgirl in a checkered dress, but her stiletto's gonna leave a mess. You're my hometown, oh, but she's my Hollywood. Yeah, you're a book and nothing but the truth. She's like pictures from a photo booth. Baby, you got class, you got grace. She's the poker in a fireplace. Oh, you're the kind of love that's built to last. She's the bottom of a champagne glass. You're my hometown, but she's my Hollywood. Yeah, you're my hometown, but she's my Hollywood. Yeah, you're my hometown, but she's my Hollywood. Oh, that's right. She's my Hollywood. Okay. Yes, the cow angel of angels with cowgirls will be on the new record. Well, I guess I'll play this one last song and then see what's happening out there. People must be tired by now. I've been rambling on, prattling on, singing song after song. Will he ever stop? So, the guys in my band make fun of me because I've been singing this song for 40 years. And you can get a little tired of singing the song for 40 years. So I sometimes try to sneak it out of the set every so often. But I don't know whether it's a time of year or whether it's a time of man, but I don't know who I am, and I really feel like playing it tonight to say goodnight. Maybe it has something to do with my father's place. So many of the great memories. This song was played there for the first time. And in case I lose some of you after this song, thanks so much. Thanks, Peter Hedman, who's pulling all the strings behind the curtains. Don and Terry for making it happen. Epi, of course, for always giving me a platform for like a lifetime, which is pretty amazing. So this is for all of you, all my dear friends. Thanks so much for hanging out a little bit tonight, and can't wait to see you soon. Well, I went walking on the street last night. I saw you dancing in the smoky light. Will you really give your heart away to a stranger in the cabaret? Well, I know it feels so good to get up and go. Let it ride, let it roll. But when the lights are low, let me be your slow dance, Romeo. I never was the one for feeling proud. You never saw my head above the crowd. But all too often I might carelessly wear this broken heart out on my sleeve. Could these dreams be all that I can call my own? Let it ride, let it roll. lights are low. Let me be your slow dance, Romeo. Well, does it take a fool to fall in love with just a glance? Well, I may be a step behind, but I still long for romance. Baby, I feel sometimes like a ship at bay. Just hold me closer, I might drift away. And I will always be your friend and hold you tighter when the music ends. And so if you're all alone and nowhere to go, call me up, just let me know, and turn your lights down low, and you've got yourself a slow dance, Romeo. Let me be your slow dance, Romeo. Just let me be your slow dance, Romeo. Just let me be your slow dance, Romeo.
Ray!
Hey, thanks. Hey,
Woo,
Terry. It's good to see you,
Ray!
Terry.
Ray, I'm sitting here in the glow of the Retina display, and I'm wondering if you could do one more song for us all.
Sure.
Cool, man. Great show. Sounded great.
Sure. Anything in particular, or let's see. Should I check my phone?
Well, that surprise us,
Okay.
because we know it'll be good.
All right. Hey.
In the words of Mike Pence,
Okay. I can play. Tell you what I'll do. I'll play a couple more songs.
oh my God, that's fantastic.
I
Fantastic.
just don't want to overstay my welcome. So people, feel free. It's
Well,
it's
this,
almost. It's
as Mark
10:25.
Green would say, there's no curfew.
No curfew. That's right.
Exactly.
It's not
And this, so people can get a better look at my pandemic haircut that I got today.
there you go. It is pretty dapper. Dapper is the word.
Why, thank you, sir. All right. Pete, you can take me out now.
So, okay. Well, I'll stick with the theme of. My friend John Stein does this radio thing where he invites songwriters to send songs in on themed based. And he's a great guy. He's been super supportive of me forever, since the first record. And he just sent out an email that he's looking for songs for the theme of building a better world. And I was going to send him this song off the first record, which I recorded with Fred Guarino at Tiki Recording Studios, Glen Cove. The sun climbs higher, and the ground gets dry. A world of faces turn up to the sky and lift their voices off the dying earth to ask the heavens for a sign of rebirth. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, just waiting for the rain of love. Build your houses on the highest hill and try and save yourself, but I don't think that you will. 'Cause nothing crumbles with the speed of hate as water rushes through the narrowest gate. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, just waiting for the rain of love. I'm waiting for the rain to fall on me, and I'm waiting for the clouds to fill with sympathy. And fill the churches, every shape and every size. But a heart left empty will be left behind. 'Cause kindness doesn't need a name or a face, and there are no borderlines to a state of grace. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, just waiting for the rain of love. I'm waiting for the rain to fall on me, and I'm waiting for the clouds to fill with sympathy. Now the moon sinks lower, the night gets long, and hopelessness divides the weak from the strong. So lift each other, and in the rising tide, both the brave and the fallen will arrive side by side. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, just waiting for the rain of love. I'm just waiting, waiting for the rain. I'm waiting for the rain. Aren't we all? Well, okay. build my home, when I build my home it is. Recorded this song with Kevin Kelly in 1982, or maybe 83, with Kate Corrigan and the late great Dennis Garcia. It was written even before that. For the first set of high school friends that got married out of high school. It's kind of funny to be, the song is so old that pretty much everything in the song is now, that I'm musing about doing, is like in my rearview mirror. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic. The past is the present is the past. What do they say? I don't know. Enough philosophy. Where the earth is green and the sky is clear, with willing hands and my love near, so I won't have to live my life alone. I'm gonna build my home, gonna build my own sweet home. And I'll cast my seed at the river's edge, and I'll set a light on the window ledge. For those of us the lonesome highways roam, when I build my home, when I build my own sweet home. And I'll have children grow where their eyes can see the light of peace, where their dreams can breathe, to fill with love the houses of their own. When I build my home, when I build my own sweet home. So let the sun shine down and raise a golden grain, so tall and strong, to the wind and rain, that tumbles walls and fences made of stone. When I build my home, when I build my own sweet home, when I build my home, when I build my own sweet home. thank you so much, everyone, for coming into my home and sharing some of your time with me tonight. Thanks again to the gang, helping make this all possible technically. And I love all you guys. I can't wait to see you again. And we'll do this. We'll do this next month. And have some more fun. I'll hang around the interwebs for a little while and see if I can catch up with some folks a little bit. There you go. Anyway, I guess that's about it. Terry, is there anything the gang back at the Holding Down the Fort wants to add to this shenanigans?
No, Ray, just a great show, and we're gonna head out of the club now and make our way home.
There you go. I noticed a bunch of great shows coming up. I know what Pete Mancini's coming up, right?
That's coming up on Tuesday, and DSK Experience with Chris,
I
right?
think the DSK Experience is the 31st.
That's the 31st.
But I'll be back for Pete to see
Yeah.
Pete next Tuesday.
Absolutely, we'll be here.
All right.
Thanks, Ray.
Thanks, Terry. Thanks, Peter, Don. Thanks you, everybody. Everybody have a great night. Have a great rest of the weekend. And thanks again. Bye-bye.
I saw off a little bit of the Arkansas Traveler. Son, get some rosin in your eyebrows. Have a fiddling spree. Here he goes, boys.
easy. Fish are a jumping and the cotton is high. Your pappy's rich, your mammy's good looking. Hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry. One of these mornings you gonna rise up singing. You'll spread out your wings and take to the sky. Until that day you can hush up your crying. Your pappy and your mammy standing by. Summertime and the living is easy. Catfish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your pappy's rich, your mammy's good looking. Hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry. Come on, honey, now go to sleep. Hush, little baby, don't you cry.